and I watched as she fell more in love with him and how well he loved her. For a while, I didn't know who I could picture her ending up with because none of the dudes I heard anything about were up to the level that she deserved. And she deserves the world.
Grant and Elizabeth have been inseparable ever since that New Year's Eve at our home.
God truly handcrafted them for each other perfectly.
Really, my brother has always been one of my heroes. Many try to compare him to the Incredible Hulk, Captain America, and even Wolverine. But I know he is better than all of those and truly one of a kind.
And it wasn't all the big things, but all the little things I saw him doing and heard him saying. He loves her so purely.
Remember, I looked at my wife and I said, and I didn't know Grant all that well at the time, but I looked at my wife and I said, this couple is different. She isn't seeking the spotlight unless he's there with her. And he's not taking the spotlight unless she's there with him. They do a good job, I told her, of showing honor one to another. That's like nobody's watching. Love and hold fast to that which is good in all of the days of your life, in good times and in bad. Be genuine in your love for one another. And always outdo one another in showing honor to the other. God has blessed you both with each other, and He has demonstrated His selfless love toward us. And you are now given that charge within your marriage to demonstrate that same love to one another. Grant and Elizabeth have chosen to write their own vows to symbolize their love for each other here today. So Grant, the family and friends as witnesses, and before God, I remind you, if you would take Elizabeth to be your wife, would you give to her now your vows?
My dearest Elizabeth, with a comma after dearest, we're finally here. We're finally getting married. Before we started dating, I prayed to God to put my future wife in my life when we're both ready. Turned out you're already in it. And my charm finally worked after 7 months into friendship. I remember telling myself to wait 1 year before telling you that I love you. I waited 2 whole months. I didn't know if there was a specific point in time when I knew I would marry you, but I think back to our first Mets game together. The moment I saw you in the Mets shirt, hat, and earrings, I knew I would not find another person like you. You're so selfless, loving, caring, talented, smart, beautiful, and so much more. Being my best friend makes it so easy to tell you when you're bugging me, so easy to know when you're down, and so easy to love you. I'm truly blessed and humbled that God chose me to be the one for you. I get to spend the rest of my life with you. I get to start a family with you. I get to experience life with you. I get to pet every dog with you. I get to go on great adventures with you. I get to grow old with you. Elizabeth, you're my partner in crime, the answer to my question, the ketchup to my fries, the love of my life. You will never know how much you mean to me. You will never know how much I push myself for you. I try to give you the world because that's what you deserve. You've done so much for me over the years. You've pushed me out of my comfort zone. You've filled my walls with art and my heart with joy. You make me smile when I'm down. You calm me down when I'm hulking out. You've assured me that there's no such thing as too much popcorn or too many dogs to pet. You've taught me that stains are easier to get out than one thinks. You've helped me realize that not everything's a competition. You bring so much joy and happiness to me. me to learn to love myself. And help me understand that I am good enough. Elizabeth, you are truly one of a kind. And the best thing that's ever happened to me. I know life isn't perfect. And we'll have ups and downs. We will need help from God, our families, and our friends. No matter how tough life will get, I promise I will be there for you and for us. I promise to do my best to swallow my pride and my ego when you are right. I promise to show you that I love you each and every day. I promise to support you, push you, inspire you. I promise to choose you every day. No matter what life throws at us, I promise to choose you. I promise to never stop loving you. Elizabeth, you and me, part of a club. Together on our greatest adventure. I can't wait to spend forever with you. I love you so much.
Now, Elizabeth, with friends and family as witnesses, and before God, if you would take Grant to be your husband, would you give to him now your vows?
The first memory I have of you is me doing the work in front of nearly 8,000 people at our freshman orientation. If you had asked me 6 years ago if you were going to be the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with, I would have said, absolutely not.
A year later, we went to a charity bonfire event, and we danced in a barn and ran away from everyone to watch the stars. I remember looking at you and feeling like everyone else in the world was gone, and it was just you and me. I remember thinking, I've never been this happy before, and that feeling never went away. There's been plenty of good days and bad, like the only time we've ever been upset with each other, when we were both exhausted and you didn't like the way I handed you your shoes and I started crying, or when the Mets lose and I tell everyone to just leave you alone for a little bit in your sorrow. But the good days have always countlessly outweighed the bad. You probably don't know this, but I have a note in my phone of random great memories with you, and there are what seems like hundreds. There are so many things I could say about you. I could say that you're one of the most stubborn people I've ever met, or that you are the most motivated, hardworking person I know. I could say that you drop absolutely everything for the ones that you love, that you're funny, but it's much funnier to watch how hard you laugh at your own bad jokes. There's so much to say, but nothing truly describes you and what you've done for me. You motivate me to be the best person that I can be, and you bring out a competitive side in me that I didn't even know I had. When I've had a bad day, you're the only person I want to see, and when I'm with you, everything is suddenly okay. You've saved me in so many ways, and I can truly never appreciate you enough. I can't promise you that things will always be this great, but I can say that after 6 years, our relationship seems to only be getting better. I can't promise that I'll always be a good listener, because I can't promise things that I'm not, but I can vow to be there for you and support you. I vow to do my best to put God first and us second, to be a team and your number one fan, to kill all the spiders if you kill all the cockroaches, and to stand by your side no matter what. Over the last 6 years, we've had good times and bad, tears and jokes, and you've made me happier than anyone else in this world. If I wake up every day for the rest of my life, and you're there next to me, it will be a life well spent. I've waited what seems like forever to marry you, and I can't wait to spend every moment with you as my husband. You're the Carl to my Ellie, answer to my question, and my better half. I love you more than words describe, Grant.
I do, by the authority vested in me as a chaplain in the United States Army and a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, pronounce that you are husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Mr. and Mrs. Grant Keller.